Hey, everybody. This is Kim Danke, the Shibboleth new member fast track instructor, and I'm so thankful to be here with you tonight. We are going to be going over lap 4 of the fast track education system that we have created to help people change habits and change their life. So once we improve our habits, we can improve our life. Just depends on whether or not you want to. So I hope you do. I know that I did. I lost 50 pounds and I've been maintaining that now for over 2 years. Hey, Kim, glad you're on here with me. If you are on Facebook, please say hello, give us some hearts, click the share button in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. You don't even have to say anything, just share and send it out. Somebody's going to go, what is this? And they're going to click and they're going to like what they see. Okay. So if you are in the Zoom room with me, thank you so very, very much. Please see where your chat button is, whether you're on your computer or your phone. Then click where it says all panelists and then choose the option for all panelists and attendees. And that is going to let your conversation be with everybody, not just me. So thank you for that. If you're finding us on Facebook, please know that you can get a membership from Shibboleth at www.shibbolethdeals.com. And if you heard about Shibboleth, about from another person, please type in their name. Okay, type in their name. Hey, Sherry, thank you for joining me in the Zoom room. If you don't mind, set your little chat to all panelists and attendees. I said, hey, your name, and this thing started talking to me. Siri started talking to me. Isn't that funny? I'm sure that happens to you sometimes, Sherry. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and share my screen. Hey, Missy. Yay. Awesome. Missy White, one of our awesome mentors, is on here with me. Fabulous. Thank you so much. So I'm going to share the screen and we are going to start chatting all about Shibboleth. Okay. So if you have missed the Sunday night and Monday night and Wednesday night webinar, you can stay with us tonight. It's totally fine. But I need you to go back and watch those other ones too, because the Sunday night webinar is the lifestyle overview. Like you were getting the aerial view of a property. You can see everything. That's what Shibboleth for Sunday night is, okay? And then Monday night, I narrow it down and take the shot of just how we combine foods in a way that control insulin. And then on the lap 3, which is Tuesday night, see on lap 1 and lap 2, I kind of expect you to be doing those on your own during Sunday and Monday. And then we go over lap 3 together, lap 4 together, and so forth. But see, lap 1 is really just your welcome things, getting registered for this week's fast track, watching the little fast track videos, printing your new member things, getting into the Facebook groups if you have Facebook. Lap 2 is a little bit of housekeeping. This is basically crossing the T's and dotting your I's in your account so that your graphs will be created right and you'll have all the details that you want to. If you have missed any of the webinars, they're right here in lap 2. Watch the daily fast track webinars. There are 7, or participate live nightly. That's what we prefer. But we do know that people have different schedules and we record all of our content and put it on the web. So it's all right there for you, okay? And then you need to take this little quiz and earn your first badge. The reason that's so very important before you get to lap 3 through lap 7 is because you're going to want to have all of your food library, recipe library, and restaurant guide open to you rather than it just be the smaller new member food library. We want you to have the whole thing. Okay. Dr. Jim, he subbed for me last night. And so he went over lap 3 with you last night. So we're going to go over lap 4. And lap 4, just as a reminder, there is a tutorial video right there, and you can watch that video. It's just a shortened version of what we're doing tonight. What's great about the live content is that you are able to ask any questions that you think of, okay? So thank you for joining me for that. Also, I really, truly believe people who participate live, they're paying attention a little bit more, I'm hoping. But those of you that are able to watch on replay, Thank you, thank you, thank you for investing time in yourselves. Certainly appreciate it. All right, just as a reminder of how to complete this fast track, the very first thing you do is you hover your mouse, if you're on a computer, over this task. If you are not on a computer, if you lightly touch this little information eye, then a black box is going to pop up. The black box is important. The black box is, what is Kim wanting me to know about this task? Why am I doing this task? And is there anything special I need to know about completing this task? So we're going to search the recipe library for your favorites. This is a database built by the Shibboleth family. As you are exploring, please heart each recipe you think you might like to try. Hearting the recipe adds it to your personal favorites, which can be found in your My Journal tab or the My Favorites tab in the recipe library. So before I click there, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to click on My Journal because I want you to see where it is in your journal. So you've got your journal here. If you scroll down, there's favorite meals, which are meals that you've typed in before. Here's favorite food, and there's favorite recipes right there. And if you're ever looking for the simple food combining chart, it's right there. Okay, so we're going to go back. And we're going to click here. This is going to take us to the recipe library. Now, the recipe library starts off with these pictures up here. We kind of affectionately call this our cookbook, okay? This is our cookbook. So if you've ever purchased a cookbook, we have a deal for you on this cookbook. This cookbook comes with a free weight loss and wellness program, all right? You know, I'm just joking, but it all goes together. So you can think about it however you want to think about it. But if I hover my mouse over this, it says butternut squash casserole. MCT Catalina dressing, meatloaf made with turkey. Hey, Canaan. It's Canaan. Why am I saying that? And then Cuban chicken. And then we have, that one's not popping up for me. My mouse is not cooperating. Carb Quick cinnamon walnut muffins. That sounds good. MCT gravy and root beer chicken wings. Okay, so we have all kinds of great recipes, but those images are dynamic. What that means to you is they change. Every single time you come back to this page, they change. Static means that they would stay there and be the same all the time. But if somebody ever tells you that that page on a website is dynamic, it just means that it changes. Okay, you're going to learn technology with me as well. So let's say that you think something looks really good and you think, I want to make this. Go ahead and write the name down, because if you see several things here that you might want to make, write the name down or screenshot it once you got the little words up there, something, because it won't look the same all the time. This Kanan says he uses the refresh button all the time just so he can get an eye full of all these recipes up there. That's funny. But y'all understand what I'm saying? These change. So if you think, okay, I'm going to click on MCT gravy, and when I come back, I'm going to get this Carb Quick cinnamon walnut muffins, they won't be there. If they do, it's just by accident because those images change. Okay, so right here, remember how I said to heart everything? If you heart them, they go right here into my favorites. I'm going to go ahead and click there and show you some of my favorites. So what's great about having your favorites is this is your own personal recipe library. So you go from the big recipe library to the small recipe library, just personalized for you. So we've got all of these entries here. I could change the number. Let's say I want to see 100 entries. I just change that and it could show me all of that. We got our categories here. We've got the weight loss meter. Okay, so the weight loss meter is basically a secondary way for us to judge food. All right, the first way we're going to judge food is this a lean protein? Is this a fibrous carb? Is this an energy carb? You know, we're categorizing that food and it's going into its categories. But some of those items that are man-made, packaged, boxed, and everything, typically, you know, we also want to know which ones of these are the best for weight loss and which ones aren't. You can click the weight loss meter. So this is, every recipe is also given a weight loss meter rating according to how it's going to respond for weight loss for you. Okay. So if I simply click that box up there, anytime you see a box that's got the little arrow up and down right there, that means you can click in that box and it will generate the list for you. Now, sometimes you have to be a little bit patient. I clicked it. I'm waiting for it to generate. There we go. So just be patient. Don't be a crazy clicker, okay? But on these websites that you're going to go to often, you'll figure out the way that they work. Okay, so we've got that. Well, here's all these -3 recipes. Well, -3 is going to be some of the best of the best. I mean, crock pot ranch pork chops, marinara meatballs, cauliflower rice pudding with cinnamon, Jonathan's skillet fried cauliflower rice. Those all look really great. So this crock pot ranch pork chops, if we scoot on over here, 742 other people have taken the time to say they like it. Okay, so that's really good. It's got an average rating of 5. Let's click on that. I want to show you how we're going to look at this. So now we are in this recipe, and where I was talking about that average rating, we can click right here. So if you didn't really like it, you can go 4, 3, 2, 1, or 5. And then if you heart it, you can heart it right there. It's showing you that it's a -3 on the weight loss meter. This image here does not always match up to what it is. Sometimes there's just little stock images on there, especially when you see the French fries where broccoli is supposed to be. That was just a stock image. Okay, we probably could have chosen a different one, but we do our very best with what we have. Okay, ingredients. 1 can of cream of chicken, 98% fat-free soup. Now, I love this website because there's layer upon layer upon layer of learning. So if you wanted to see what a can of 98% fat-free soup looked like, you can click here. Okay. And then it tells you this is a condiment and a perfect pairing item. What a perfect pairing item is something that does not follow the rules. Okay. But we've determined that it will still work used in the exact way that we have suggested. Okay, 1 packet of dry ranch dressing mix. There you go. If you wanted to click there, you could go there. This is listed in condiments, and it's also tagged as salad dressing. And then 1 to 2 pounds package of center cut pork loin chops. There's a little picture there. It's a category 1 lean protein. I mean, this would take you to the picture. Category 1 lean protein. That's also tagged as gluten-free. There's your directions on how to cook it. I love 2 directions. That's awesome. And then there's your serving notes, serving size, 2 to 8 ounces. If you were with me on Monday night, then you will remember that we said you could have 2 to 8 ounces of lean protein. Ladies, if you're really measuring, 6 would be the most that you'd want to go to. Guys could go up to 8, but I just put it underneath. This is my lean protein hand. I put it underneath there and I measure it like that. This counts as a category 1 plus condiment. So remember, if you are using, this would be your condiment for this meal. You wouldn't want to add additional condiments because it already has this. You may eat this with category 2 or by itself to keep this recipe a -3 on the weight loss meter. Or you may have it with a category 2 and 3 as a -1 weight loss meter meal. Do you see what happened there? This is saying that this recipe is a category 1. And if you eat it as a category 1, it's a -3. Now, I believe that if you added just a category 2 to it, it would still be in the -3 range, but they're giving you the opportunity to add a 3, an energy carb to it. And that is what makes that weight loss meter not be as good as the other one because energy carbs just aren't necessarily the absolute best for weight loss, but you can still do it. Remember how we talked about we're going to the beach. Some of us may be getting on the scenic route and it might take a little bit longer. And some of us are going to be on the highway and some on the interstate. But most of the time when you have days or you make meals, they're from a variety of they are from a variety of the columns. Okay. So don't get so focused on totally being a -3 all the time. When you really want some corn one day, go ahead and have it. Okay. It's still, you're still going to be an EFB. So that's just showing you there. We leave nothing to chance. If you follow the rules, you'll be good. You can submit recipes too. This one was submitted by Angela Cooper. I do highly suggest that you come down here and read all of these comments, because these comments can be helpful to you in buying what you need to at the grocery store or getting some other cooking things. So let's go back to the recipe library. So now you know where to find, see how these pictures changed? All the pictures changed, okay? There's your favorites. That's what I had clicked on. If you want to add a new recipe, you can add it right there. Please add the recipe in the way that you think it would be Shibboleth approved, and then Kim Shibboleth will let you know. That not me. I'm a different Kim. Kim Day, I'm a different Kim. Kim Day thought I was Kim Shibboleth. Got a lot of Kims around here. But go ahead and click that, and you submit that the way that you think it should be submitted, and then she'll have a look at it and let you know. And it can be added to the recipe library. Okay, see this button right here for filters? You can click that button, and that button is going to give you some filters right here at the top. So if you're cooking for 1 to 2 people, you could click there. If you're cooking for a family, you could click there. Crock pot meals are there. Few ingredients are there, and no bake are there. So just some fun little filters that you could use to narrow down your search in the recipe library. Now, let's say that you're looking for the best of the best recipes, no matter what filter they come from. Let's come down here and put -2 to -3. We're going to hit set. It's going to generate a new list, and there's all -2, -3 meals. And then if I wanted to further organize them, I can click right there. And remember, be patient. Wait. Don't be happy clicker. Okay, there you go. It just redid. This unstuffed cabbage rolls is extremely popular. Look at that. 957 people have said that they like that. It's got a 4.9 rating, and we can go from there. Okay, so you saw, look, these pictures changed again. So just to continue going through here, if you're looking for some special type of recipe and you might have a word that would be in the recipe title, you can use the search bar right here. Might do that in just a second. And you know how a cookbook separates its book into sections? This is basically what this is, your sections, okay? So you could go by section. And over here, this is sections, but just with everything in that section completely listed out. So you can have a look at those however you choose. And then recently added, these are some different things that have just been recently added to the recipe library. Okay. So that's just a fun way to find new things to eat. Do you know that Shibboleth is really about exploring? It's about exploring new things that you need in life. We're going to explore new habits. We're going to start to put those habits into play every day. We're going to explore new things to eat. It's going to be fun. See it as a treasure hunt, okay? Not drudgery. See it as a treasure hunt, the fun that it is, because the results that you're going to get are going to make you happy. Happy, happy, happy. Okay, so once you feel comfortable that you understand how the recipe library works, you've clicked on buttons, you've made things work, you've assessed, because I can show you how to do these things, but do you know when you really learn? When you do them. That's when you really learn, okay? So play around in that, and once you feel comfortable, you can go ahead and check this box right here, all right? And then this next thing says, sorry, when I move my mouse around, it's because I have all these little y'all's chats up and everything, and they are in the way of where I want my mouse to go. So if you see me looking like I'm crazy, it's because I'm moving things around. Okay, in order to add foods to a grocery list, the grocery list must be created first. If you shop at multiple stores, this is a good time to create a grocery list for each store. Now, the reason that, see, if you trust the Fast Track Labs, it takes you through every little thing step by step by step. So you have to create a grocery list first, because if you are then in the recipe library or the food library and you want to add it to a list, if there's no list that's already been created, there's nothing there for you to add it to. I hope that makes sense. Y'all give me some thumbs up if that makes sense. Okay, so I clicked the button and now I'm in my grocery lists. But just to show you where this grocery list will be after you finish Fast Track, it's going to be right here. in resources, foods, and recipes. This is where your grocery lists are going to be. So I'm simply going to click this green button, add a grocery list. Awesome, Tammy. Thank you. So I'm going to click the date. I'm just going to pick today, and let me see what grocery store am I going to do today. I'm going to choose Ingles, and I'm going to hit create. Okay. So now I have a recipe, a grocery list right here, just waiting for things to be put into it. So now that I've done that, I can come over here and check this box. Do you know that every time you check this box, it lets us know in the system, the back end of the system, that you have completed these? And it's helpful. It's really helpful if y'all will follow this through for us. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a food from the food library to a grocery list. For practice, pick any food item from the food library and add it to one of your grocery lists. Adding a food item to a grocery list can be done from two places. In the food list, it's the last button to the right of the food item listing. Once you have opened a food, it is the green button that looks like a list. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. We're going to click here. We're going to be in that recipe library. We were actually the food library. We're going to be in the food library. And Dr. Jim showed y'all the food library last night, so I'm not going to spend much time doing that. But let's click here and pick something. Okay, let's go to Mighty Muffin. Okay, Mighty Muffin. Y'all, I ate about 20 Mighty Muffins in my first 20 days of Shibboleth. So these worked because they tasted good, they kept me satisfied, and they were quick and easy. And you really do want to just do as simple as possible in the beginning to get the results that you want, because that's what we're after. We're after some quick results. That way, it gives you breathing time to learn everything. So don't feel like you have to be a gourmet cook. I'm never going to be that. I mean, don't feel like you've got to be a gourmet cook in the beginning to do any of this. I just lived real simple while I was learning it. I still live simple. Okay, so right here, flapjacked Mighty Muffin, any flavor. It's a -3 on the weight loss meter. That's excellent because the -3 is as low as the weight loss meter goes. I have hearted that by marking it as a favorite. 346 other people have gone in and say that they like it. And if I want to add this to my grocery list, I simply click that button. I click Ingles. I click Add. Now, you are going to figure out when you're shopping around that not every grocery store carries these things. I actually buy these at the Shibboleth store, but I was just showing you that because not all of the rest grocery stores carry everything. And if they do carry something, they might carry a flavor or two, but we carry most of the flavors, if not all of them. Lemon cream, y'all, delicious. Okay, let's go ahead and click here. You're going to see an image of what it looks like. It's going to tell you the category. The category of this one is meal replacement. It's a meal replacement because it has everything in it, all the macros in the right way to be a full meal replacement. If you want to purchase it in our store, you simply click right there and it'll take you over to our store and you can add it to your grocery cart. Remember, if you're a member of Shibboleth, you get 20% off in the store. If you prefer to support Amazon, it can be done right there. But the great thing about going to Amazon through one of our links is that Shibboleth gets a small 2 to 4 cents on the dollar, which, you know, every little bit helps, but it's not like we're making a mint on that. But 2 to 4 cents on the dollar, we get that back, even if you don't even buy this Mighty Muffin. See, if I click here, it takes me to my Amazon account. If I don't put these Mighty Muffins in my Amazon cart, it doesn't matter. I still made it to the Amazon website by clicking through Shibboleth. Well, now Amazon knows Shibboleth led this person to Amazon. We'll give them a little kickback. So let's say that you wanted to add some tape dispenser in there, or you wanted to add a calculator in there, or you wanted to buy some lipstick. Shibboleth would get credit for that, even if you didn't buy this. So I always go to Amazon through a Find It on Amazon link on the Shibboleth website. Approved portion is always going to be written right here, 1 Mighty Muffin. And then it gives you a description. 1 is a meal replacement. You can have half as a snack. Add slightly more water for a deliciously moist muffin. We do like to give little tidbits in there. Nutrition info for different flavors may vary slightly, but all flavors are approved. And look, there's even a little video right there. And there you go. There is a video that you can use. So that's fun to find that. Now, I got to go back there because I was not finished in that video. Took me off my screen. Okay, we're going to come here. Y'all saw how we can add it to the grocery list here. But once you've opened up something, you click right here to add it to grocery list. See, those things that you become familiar with, you're just going to add it to the grocery list straight from the listing. But once you're playing around in here and you think, oh, I want that, then you click here, you add it to the grocery list. Okay, this tells me that I've already got that added to my grocery list. You know, one thing that we have put into development asking is if somebody adds it a second time, that it just increases the number on there. That would be nice, but that's not it right now. So if you need 2 things of chicken or 2 Mighty Muffins or something like that, once I show you how to print that out, you might want to go back in there and make that note on your grocery list, okay? So once you have added some foods to your grocery list, you just come over here and check this box. Checking this box is actually very important to us, okay? Like there's a whole system that helps us move you through learning this, and you checking these boxes helps us know where you are and what you've done. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a recipe to the grocery list. This is so cool. Each recipe required ingredient can be added to a grocery list with the click of a button. Once the recipe has been opened, you just simply click the green Add to Grocery List button. So I'm going to click here. We're going to the recipe library. All right, I don't know what this is. Black bean brownies, that sounds good. Coconut flour biscuits, that sounds good. Buffalo chicken burger, crock pot beef and broccoli. Does any, ooh, $1 million dip. Let's try some $1 million dip. Okay, $1 million dip. Let's say we read this and all that sounds great and we want to do it. We're going to come over here and click Add to Grocery List. I'm going to choose Ingalls and I'm going to click Add. So that pops everything into the grocery list. Okay, well, let's say I'm looking for a breakfast thing specifically. Let's go into breakfast. I know that I love this best breakfast casserole. So there you go. I make this quite a bit. It's very good. I'm going to go ahead and add everything I need from that to the grocery list. And then let's say I need something with hemp in it because I bought some hemp at the store and I want to make something with hemp in it. So I just typed in hemp in the recipe library. When you don't see anything pop up, be patient. Okay, we got 1 pound weight loss hemp bar, berries, hemp, and spark yogurt parfait, berries, yogurt, and hemp flakes parfait. That's actually a really popular one. Let's go ahead and click on that. Okay, so what you do is you take 1 cup of berries. So if you are wanting fruit, this is a great way to get fruit in, even in weight loss. Because remember, when you're in weight loss mode, fruit must be combined properly. Once you get to maintenance, if you want to have fruit as a snack, you can have it by itself as a snack. But in weight loss mode, we're trying to hyper focus on controlling that insulin, and it must be combined properly. 2 tablespoons of category 1 yogurt. And you'll notice this is berries. The reason that's berries is berries are lowest on the glycemic index. And then you would put in 3 tablespoons of hemp flakes. And there you go. And then if you want to add that to your grocery list, you just click add. Okay. So that's how you add some things to the grocery list. 176 other people have said they liked that. You can come in and heart it. You can give it a rating. You can even share it right there. Okay, so that is how you add an item to the grocery list. Once you've added an item to the grocery list, just come over here and check the box because this is like homework, okay? You've checked off that you've done that. Now, don't just check them off to have them checked off, okay? That's not learning. But once you've done the task and you say, okay, I got that, just come and check the box. Okay, check out your created grocery lists. Each grocery list can be customized before going shopping. When a full recipe is added to the grocery list, you might already have some of those staple type items at home. When you look at your grocery list, you can edit the items you do not need to purchase at the store. And notice how each item in the grocery list is listed by category. Isn't that amazing? Okay, we're going to click there. And I'm going to click on Ingles. And there's my grocery list. And this is what I was talking about. They are all listed by category. So if you just needed one more reminder of what lean proteins are and what fibrous carbs are, etc., isn't that amazing? I love that. Okay, so let me look through here. Egg whites, fat-free shredded cheese, Kroger Carb Master milk, Oikos 000 yogurt. Okay, remember in my scenario, I already had hemp flakes at home because remember I was looking in the recipe library for something with hemp. I'm going to click that minus button because I don't need to get that. And I'm going to click remove right there and it will take it out of my list. Okay, berries. All right, I need to get berries, bell pepper, bread, green onions, almonds, onions, sausage. Okay, I need all of those things. Let's see. Oh, there's some freebies. Let's say I already have dry mustard at home in my cabinet. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. There's that Mighty Muffin there. Okay, let's just say I already have all of those seasoning and spices. You know, if you don't, you can leave them on there, but if you do, you can remove them. And I'm just having fun showing y'all how this can be customized. Okay, so let's say, yep, we need all the rest of those items. So I'm going to click print right here. And it prints my list. And I can just stand there and check off these boxes. But let me just tell you what I do. I have it saved. I have grocery list saved as a favorite on my phone. So I go straight to the grocery list area. I click on that. I can remove the things on my phone as I'm shopping. And that's not in the app. That is on the mobile friendly website. Okay. The mobile friendly website is my favorite. Let's see. Yay, Missy. Awesome. She's going to make herself a Shibboleth grocery list now. Yes. It's so much fun. So let's say that you get over here into this list and then you think, oh, wait a minute, you know what? I really needed to get some water. You know, I buy these bottles of water. Maybe I need to add some water. I can simply click on add grocery items list. It takes me back to the food library. I'm going to add water. I hope there's water in the food library. I've never searched for it because it's just something we do. But if you're on your phone ever doing this and you see that blue line moving at the top, don't click around a whole bunch because it's going to get there. Okay, water. I'm going to add water to my grocery list. And that'll just remind me to pick up those flats of waters or those gallons of waters, all those things. Okay. So once you have checked out your created grocery list, you simply check that box right there. Now, remember, this is a tutorial. So you'd be watching me do all the things that we just did tonight. Okay. And I would like to see if anybody has any questions on Facebook or in the Zoom room. Please let me know if you have any questions. Because if you don't have any questions, I'm going to go show y'all some other special features of the website. So first of all, do you see this right here where it says need help over on the right-hand side? Missy knows that I have many times clicked there and I want to start a chat. And I'm going to say, hi. And Missy is going to type right back, hi, hello, this is Missy. How can I help you? And I'm going to say, just showing everyone how awesome you are. And she's going to reply. So let's say that you have a question. Hey, good. She's actually enjoying this class right now. So that was kind of fun to do. And if you have a question for her, you can ask her right there. Now, if you see, this is a text bubble. If you see an envelope there, that means that she is on a mentor call or she's not available right then at that time. But when you click that, it will send an email and then they'll respond via email. Okay, so that's what that's for. The chat feature is monitored 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Joni monitors it from 9 a.m. to 5, and then Missy monitors it from 5 to 9. So Monday through Friday, it's monitored. If you have a question and it's outside of those hours and you can't use this chat feature, that's when you could just go on to the silver page or the Facebook page and ask a question right there. You've got so many members that will know the answer and they'll reply to you, okay? But this one is for our mentors. Now, one of the things that I would like for you all to do by the end of the week is to make sure you have all of these boxes checked. Okay. I know I've said that several times, but it's just a reminder to do that. The reason that you want to do that is if you are a brand new member, this instructor dashboard and this regular dashboard aren't open to you until you have checked every box in every lap of Fast Track, meaning you've done them and then you've checked them. Because in the beginning, it's just Fast Track. That's all you need. You don't need the other things to distract you. See, in the beginning, we want to keep everybody this focus on Fast Track until it's all done. Now, let me show you what this instructor page looks like, though. So there's the instructor page, and there's me and Jason and Travis, and Dr. Jim is over here on the right. You got to scroll to see him. The Shibby Show, I do a little video every single morning, Monday through Friday, about 7:30-ish in the mornings. I say ish because it all depends on what time I get up, get my Bible study done, get my hair on, I meant fixed, and my makeup on, and all of that. This is the Shibby Show. So you can come in and watch the daily Shibby Show right there. And then right here is some stretch routines. So you can watch that. That's just whatever I feel like putting in right there. Okay. It's right there. If I've written a blog, it's there. Any other notes and then about me is there. And the same thing for Jason and Travis and Dr. Jim. That would all be right there. I do know that my videos here change daily. I don't know about everybody else's because they do their own thing by putting those in. I don't put them in, but mine change daily. So that's a fun part of the website. And then this other dashboard right here is the regular dashboard. So this will be a really fun thing to have once you have gotten the Fast Track done. So if you haven't completed Fast Track by doing every step and every lap, you might be missing out on some of those really cool things. So there's my just everything that's going on, my general info. There's the events that are coming up next. There's my weekly timing chart. Now see, some of these things are just easily accessible right here too. There's multiple ways to find what you want on this website. So we're going to come down here. And one of the things that I really like is I like having the new member food library. And so I don't have it on here right now, I don't think. Let me go back. This is it. This is the new member food library. The reason I want this here is because, well, it's not there. We'll have to fix that. In fact, I need to write that down. So I'm going to go back to that dashboard. And do you see right here? It says enable edit mode. If I want to click that, I can add. These are all the different little widgets I could add to this dashboard. And I only keep in there the things that I really like a lot. I'm not sure I have the food calculator in there yet. Maybe I do. Did I already have it in there? I did. I already had it in there, so I don't need to add that again. I'm just going to X that back out. So you can kind of play around with that, and that is a way to edit this, and that would be your save button. This switch button would take me back to just a regular dashboard instead of the Tiger's Eye dashboard. And the Tiger's Eye dashboard is that colorful, fun look, and I like that. Okay, but those two other dashboards open up to you once you have completed all the laps in Fast Track. Now, when I'm in Fast Track, do you see how my laps collapsed and they're not there? If you ever go back to Fast Track, that means that all my boxes are checked. If you go back into Fast Track to get to a lap, all you got to do is click on the little tab, okay? But once you've checked every box, that'll collapse and go away. And then you just have these little things right here for quick and easy access to everything. All right. I didn't have anybody ask me any questions. I must have done a great job explaining everything. One last chance to see if you have any questions at all in the Zoom room. Who had a perfect day today? I see there's some people in the Zoom room with us. And on Facebook, who had a perfect day today? Me. Missy says me. Me too, Missy. I had a perfect day as well. Just did 3 eating episodes today. I finished my last meal at 4. I typically eat at 8, noon, and 4, and that's it. I eat the next morning at 8. I put myself on a schedule. Now, it's not always like that, but that's what I try to do. Yay, Kim. Awesome. I was hoping I'd see that pop up there from you. That's wonderful. Yay. Perfect day for the days. I love that. I love it. And Missy, she does 9, 1, and 5. Yep. So we're about the same thing on that timing. Now, the timing, that's that part of the Shibboleth shield that helps optimize all of the other things, trying to learn to not graze anymore. Okay, well, I won't belabor this fast track, but if you are seeing this on Facebook, please join us. If you're not a member, www.shibbolethdeals.com. And if you heard about Shibboleth from a person, please type in their name. We do not have a marketing or advertising department, but we do like to thank our members for referring people to us. Remember, Shibboleth is a ministry and we want to help as many people as we can, but we do have to charge a nominal fee. If we don't charge the fee, we can't pay employees or have that website. So please go ahead and get a membership if you don't have one. And memberships are per person, not per household or per family. They are per person. So just keep that in mind because everybody needs their own way to journal. And with the cost of our website, it is not too expensive for that. All right, y'all join me in the morning for the Shibby Show, and I look forward to hearing. Awesome, awesome. That's wonderful, Sherry. Pat and I were messaging the other day. So good. Thank you for putting that together for me. Thank you. Good. Thanks, Tanya. Glad you're here with me again this week. I love it. I love it. Y'all are awesome. We are not having the How I Overcame Food Addiction and Lost Weight webinar tonight. This is one of the first times in almost 2 months that we have not had one, but it is not happening tonight. And we will see you in the morning for the Shibby Show. Bye, everybody.